Hello, viewers. This is your teacher, Ezra Molo. Welcome back to our YouTube channel, English Made Easy by Teacher Ezra. Right now, however, I would want to step back from discussing topics in English. I want us to look at an amazing topic: how to pass examinations. I want to give us tips on how to handle examinations. The statistics that we have is that most of us fear examinations. If there is one thing that people dread, it is examinations. Another thing that I also want to tell us is that examinations, people normally fail examinations, and a majority of people. A case study is from last year's KCSE examinations. In last year's KCSE examinations, only about 110,000 students out of 750,000 students who sat for that examination were able to pass. That is a paltry 15%. To mean that about 85% of the students failed the examinations or failed to score the minimum C+ grade. If that trend continues, then it means that this year, out of the 830,000 students who will sit the examination, only about 660,000 will not score the minimum grade of C+. That is basing on last year's statistics. Let me give you some tips on how to pass your examinations. To pass examinations, then we must read, and we must have what is called study reading. Study reading involves reading of our notes, looking at serious materials like textbooks. Someone says that if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. So, if you want to have an invaluable study reading, then you must plan your work. Allow me take you through just a few guidelines on successful study reading. Number one, ensure that you cultivate a positive attitude towards what you are reading. If you are reading biology and you want to be successful, then remember to have a positive attitude towards biology. If you also want to pass in English, before you start reading, you must have a positive attitude towards what you are doing. Attitude, very important. Number two, in study reading, ensure that you take short breaks of about 10 minutes after every hour. I have come across students who read for 3 hours non-stop. They began reading at 7 on the dot. 8, they're still reading. 9, they're still reading. Research has it that when students take short breaks between the reading sessions, which should ultimately not go beyond 1 hour, then such reading sessions are quality and very helpful. Number three, Remember to study at the same time and in the same place. Psychologists say that that kind of regularity makes the reading easier. And by the way, there are certain places in our houses that we really identify with some various roles. The bedroom is for sleeping, the kitchen for preparing meals. So you need to have a room or a place where you always study and ensure that you have a definite time in which you study at that place. Number 4, the sitting posture. Ensure that any time that you are carrying out the study reading, you always sit upright. Lying down often invites premature sleep. I have seen students who are reading while lying down. 5 minutes into the reading session, they're already asleep. As you sit upright, also ensure that you plant your feet on the floor. Supporting your head using your palms will also lead to dozing. Number 5, remember to read actively. And in reading actively, you ensure that if you are reading your notes, you underline the main points. Also highlight the supporting details, maybe using a pen of a different color or a highlighter you can use any. As you continue reading, also ask yourself whether the material is correct or if it is well presented. Question. So ask yourself what you also like about what you are reading. Number 6, and the last one, at the end of each study session, ensure that you write a summary of what you've been reading. Remember also, you remember best what you have read when you discuss whatever you have read with your neighbors or your friends. You can tell your friend that, you say, what, my friend, this is what I have been reading this week. When you share what you've been reading, you will realize that you remember best. Thank you, viewers. Enjoy your reading session and pass your examinations as you follow these steps. Remember to like, subscribe, and share for more videos.